morning, everyone. Welcome back to Winning Mondays today, and I look forward to celebrate all the winnings with all of you in the coming week. If you have not experienced success before, or your last week has been struggling, we want to encourage you. Every week is a new day. Every day is a new beginning. And I want to encourage all of you to really, instead of looking behind, look forward. And I want to wish you all the best in the coming week. And today we are privileged to have a twin sister to come forward to share with us and how they have achieved success together in the past quarter. And let's join me to welcome Belle and Treece on the line.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Okay, hi, this is Belle here. Thank you, Nick, for having us today. We are so privileged to have the opportunity to share a bit of story about us, about our stories, our experience in the industry, especially to seal the deal that we celebrated. So I started my real estate journey back in 2011. So which means that it's about 13 years by now. So, and also at the beginning of the stage, we are at a different agency. So I think we have a few agency that we joined. And in 2018, we stepped foot in a Reapfield big family. So we are very happy to join this family. And today I'm very thrilled to have Treece with me, like Nick shared. Although we are sister, but to clarify, we are not twin sister. So just to elaborate a bit of us. So we actually started our real estate journey together since the day one. And we are pretty happy with this partnership. Actually having your sibling right as your partners, I think is the best thing that we can have. So why? Because it's actually like a built-in teammate that you know when to pass the ball. So we are very blessed to have each other in this journey together. And together we make a great team, I would say. If not, then we will last for 13 years, I guess, right?
So both of you have partnered together for the past 13 years.
Yes, correct.
You
are right.
You all started together. So what do you all do before real estate?
Maybe Treece, you want to start first?
I share a little bit of my background. I actually graduated from University of Malaysia with a Bachelor of Estate Management. I'm not sure whether you all are aware that there's such course in the University.
Yes, I'm aware of that, definitely.
Okay. So immediately right after I've graduated, I joined Knight Frank, the property consultancy in the valuation department. But over the years in valuation department, I saw all my peers, my uni mates, they were all like making monies in the agencies. So they keep telling me that, Treece, hello, please go and try in closing deals, doing like involving yourself in the property transaction. So and with their encouragement, and so I decided to give it a try in real estate agency. So that's why
I promoted the ideas of going into real estate. So Treece is the one who actually encouraged that, hey, Belle, come and join us. Start together.
Yeah, in a sense, that's correct. I actually graduated from biotechnology. It's totally different from what I'm doing right now. So the reason why I joined also actually is inspired by Treece and also the people around. She always share with me the best friend of him. He make a lot of money and how interesting it is. So I get to know this friend also. So and from that it inspired me to venture into this business. And another thing I think is also from our family as well. So we have families in the real estate industry, working with the development company as a developer. And maybe later, I think Treece will share about this particular person that really inspired us. So it gets us to hook up into this business. And because one person, if you do it, you step into a new career. So it's very challenging, right? So, but because we have each other, so we say, oh, okay, let's try. Why not? we can do the viewings together, we can brainstorm together. So it's something that interesting to do together. And also I think it's a blessing from our family, our spouse as well. So they supported us to really take a change in this career path. Yeah, so that's
Interesting.
how we started.
Yeah, it's always exciting to know that to go into the business, and what's more, doing it with the people that you enjoy doing it with. Yeah. But
Yeah,
what's
but on a side note, actually we also attribute this adventure to our late mother, because even though she lived in a small town in Perak, right? So she's very capable in the sense of sales as well, even though is not a professional agent. So she able to like hook link up the buyer and seller and have really received successful referral fees from the transaction. So it's pretty amazing. So I guess it probably it runs in our genes.
Yeah, we can definitely see it in both of you. And the reason why I always thought that I put in the word twins, and you all look really alike. And everywhere that you all go together as a team. I'm not too sure whether that anybody else have actually mistaken, right? Many have also actually mistaken both of you are actually twins. If they might not be telling you, but I'm telling you that many have actually come to me and tell me about that. Okay. Yes, what is the kind of how do you basically started at the very beginning that you have actually shared about it? And is your spouse also in the real estate? No, inspired now the sisters are in the real estate. Is your spouse also in the real estate?
I think many of you are aware that recently my husband Jason, he has just joined us because he was thinking he was working in engineering corporate companies, handling like those mega projects for the countries. So after a few years of working in the corporate companies, he said he wants to venture into his business, entrepreneurship. So I shared with him the best entrepreneurship that you can venture into is real estate. So he decided to join just a few months back.
Yes, I'm excited also when I met Jason. Definitely looking forward to interview him one day. No, based on his that he has. Yeah, I believe that he's eager to come on board. Yeah. All right, it's good. Let me just can I just share ask like you started as a residential agent yourself, or you actually started straight in industrial and commercial for both of you?
Belle, do
Just
you want to
like
share?
any other newbies, right? We didn't go straight into industrial. So we started as in the residential segment. So how we started is actually is pretty interesting. We there is this particular mentor and also a former principal to us, is very dear to us. He taught us a lot of things, and so happened into I think year 2012, he managed to secure an exclusive project for industrial project at a very prime location. So at that point of time, is we are just started our real estate journey, so it's very fresh. But with the guidance of him, right? So he taught us a lot of skills and knowledge about the industrial property, and we are blessed that project actually are fully sold before the official launching. So it was really, really successful. And from then onwards, so because we have the basic knowledge of the industrial property, and we started to continue on eventually after the project was completed. And then and it continues on until now.
So what I hear from you is that having a right mentor is important, especially when you want to transition from residentials to industrial market at the same time. Because
Yes.
most of the agents that I spoke to, almost like I would say 8 out of 10 of the agents who are currently in residentials, one point or another, then they will actually think of, hey, wouldn't it be good, to actually transit to industrials or commercials? And I've seen many agents started to do that because of a big ticket item. Is it because of the big ticket item that you moved to industrial and commercial, or because of something else?
I
Treece.
think we didn't do it intentionally.
Mhm.
So is the I mean the timing and is the opportunity that came along. So after the project launch, right, we didn't like switch 100% to industrial. We still do residential and industrial. So because if you totally, I think, as because of the high quantum, right? So the frequency, I think the transaction, it doesn't happen very regularly. So we need the butter and bread so to support the result. So along the way, we did both, and until the stage where we realized that we really need to focus, and I think perseverance is very important for that. Yeah.
For those who are in the Zoom room together with us, and all those who are watching online via Facebook Live, feel free to type a question if you have any questions for both Belle and Treece. But we actually help you to ask those questions. So let's move forward. Like we know in last quarter that both you has actually closed the single largest deal in the transactions in Reapfield. Could you share with us this journey? How do you actually lead gen? How do you actually follow up and eventually close the deal? So share with us the story, how you do it.
To understand a bit more about this transaction, right? Probably I have to take you back to the year of 2016. Just bear with me.
It started all the way back in 2016. Okay.
Yeah, correct. So the reason
the seed. Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why because back in 2016, that's when we happen to know this particular customer of ours. So he actually contacted I think if not mistaken, it's actually a Reapfield agent that back then, so that I worked with. So he wanted to buy this semi-D factory. So so this particular Reapfield agent contacted us. So we show the unit and we managed to get a very good deal for this particular customer. So he bought at a price of close to 10 million. So which is the project that I mentioned just now, the project that we successfully sold.
Oh, it's linked up back then again.
Yeah, so we carry on to do the sub-sale. So we managed to close the deal close to 10 million. So from there, so because of the familiarity of this project, right, we able to deliver a lot of information to this buyer. So I think he is pretty convinced with our performance. So it's quite convinced of how to we managed to impress him, I would say, with the knowledge that we have and also the professionalism that we produce. So and eventually after the deal concluded, right? So he actually keeping in touch with us also to seek our opinion about the property. So initially the property was meant for own use, but after that, because of the space restriction, so he need a bigger space. So 3 years later, he asked us to find a tenant for him for this particular unit. So in fact, we are very blessed because all the contacts, right, even though we didn't sign the official appointment letter, the exclusivity letter, so but every agent that called him, right, actually he divert the call. He asked the agent to contact me directly.
Wow, that's quote unquote exclusive
correct.
sign.
Correct. Yeah, that is really the satisfaction. You can imagine that we appreciate that lah. So for that, from that, right, we managed to secure a very good profile tenant for him. So we closed the rental case, and because of the space restriction, he need a bigger space for the business. So we helped him to start for the nearby property, which is from semi-D. He need a detached unit. So I think that is before the lockdown. So we started to do a lot of proposal to him. So that is the initial stage. We brought him after the opening of the MCO, right? So we brought him to view a few the place a few factory that is suited his requirement. So among all of them, right, and we didn't expect it, he finalized with a unit that is way beyond his needed space. It's bigger much bigger, and the
It's much
quantum is
expensive.
more, the value is even higher, something that we never expect.
But
So
for
that's how he bought the
yeah.
property.
I think the
20.
price that transacted is almost double up of what he's
Yes.
expecting to purchase in the initial stage.
interesting to note that despite like this is not for personals, right? And this is for business. And despite having a very clear budget that this is my expected area, this is my expected amount that I can be budgeted to spend. In fact, they actually double up the space and also the budget.
Yes.
Yes,
But
correct.
have you ever asked him like what's make that change?
Actually, we did along the way, we did share with him, this is a best option that you must grab at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah, with a very reasonable price right after the MCO.
I think the key reason also because the property is fronting a main road with very high visibility. And also the condition, because the premise is actually formerly owned by a foreign company. So they really kept the condition of the property really well. They even have a management company to manage that. So the buyer actually, I think, appreciate that. And there's a reason why the key reason that he took up the property. And for this customer, he actually have very big dreams and big goals, vision for the business. So he is really excited because of the additional space that he gotten, right? So he can do more things. And he even invited a few architects to come and visit and draw up the plans, and he really appreciate that. And so I have to carry on the story. So just we actually looking forward to have the opening of his business. So from time to time, I will check on him. Is he started already the renovation? But strangely, from 2020 until early 2024, then only he told me the renovation just started. Can you imagine that?
4 years sitting on
Yes.
it, renovation just started.
Correct.
There's no activities at all at the premises.
Correct. So after the Chinese New Year, I think somewhere around March. So one fine day, I received a call from him. So he just told me, he's a very straightforward person. He just told me, get me a buyer. I want to sell this property. I was like in a shock. So from big plans, all of a sudden, he just told me he wanted to sell this property. So I asked him why. So the reason why being because he have a different life goal right now. So
different seasons of life now.
Yeah, correct. So he wanted to switch his business direction. He got other bigger goals to achieve in life. So that's the reason why he wanted a new buyer to take over this place. So that's where we started to do the CMA for him, to go through with him about the property, the market, how does it look like right now. And eventually we managed to convince him for a price. So he are actually asking for 35 mil. So it's from 29.5, he willing to sell at 35 mil. So, and this time we are bold enough to request for exclusivity officially. So because we want to plan what we want to do after this for our marketing strategy. So he really signed the official the appointment letter with us for 6 months. So we appreciate the trust that he entrusted to us. Yeah. So with the engagement, we did a lot of things. So we are very excited with this property because earlier on we already know this property.
Yeah, and you know the area so well, and then this is the first buyer who bought it from you.
Yeah.
And now reselling it.
Correct. And also somehow we know the expectation. We know this well, how he acted this customer. So we know his expectation. We can manage him. So and from there we started to do our marketing. And first thing we of course we approach our SOI. Yeah. So
that's the most important thing, to really
correct.
access to your own database first instead of starting to spend money on Facebook or
So we managed to arrange a few viewing appointments with among our SOI. So they are pretty satisfied with the property. They are very excited, but because of the quantum of the property price, right? So they need longer time to consider because it's a huge commitment. So the initial 2 weeks, we move on with a lot of viewings and all this thing, and continue to contact our SOI and do other, of course, other general marketing advertisement. And eventually, we received this offer after, I think, 3 weeks from our appointment.
And it's purely from your sphere of influence.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
For those who are not familiar what is SOI, just in case, that is called sphere of influence is mainly that the people who actually know you and you also know them, that is within your context. Just for our curiosities, right? How big, right? Just how big is your SOI? Like the number of contacts that you basically have, that you call them your sphere of influence.
It's
Yeah.
It's about each of us we have our different SOI. So I think I have about 100 of very close SOI.
For myself, probably around 150. So we are talking about SOI that really can afford this amount.
Yes.
These are, you have qualified them. You know that
We
these
know
are
their appetite.
individual. You know that they can afford.
Yeah, we know their appetite.
You know the appetites. So
Yes.
you have a different SOI for different
range.
Different range. So this range you're talking about. So we have qualified them, and these are the people that actually know you.
Yes.
And
We
you
have
know
been nurturing the relationship and keeping in touch with them for more since our day one in the industrial sector.
Wow. So can you imagine that this is only like 100 from your end, Treece, and then Belle is 150. So we're talking about more or less about 250, high qualified individual, and you technically just remarket your property to this group of people over again and again since the beginning when you first started. That was years ago, right? And it's so exciting to see that, right? With that a small group of high net worth individuals or qualified prospect that you have, and then you go. Now within 3 weeks that you sold the property.
But
actually, it's not easy.
We have sleepless nights.
Correct.
Now tell us about the sleepless night.
I think the initial offer is below 30 million. Yes. So of course the seller won't
The
sell
seller
it, right?
don't want, yeah.
Yeah, correct. So from the below 30 mil, so in fact the buyer also consider to rent it instead of purchasing.
100%.
Yeah. So but we know what's the direction of this buyer, the seller. So yeah, he's really a genuinely in a very clear direction and just to sell.
Just want to dispose it. I mean, like
he's a very motivated seller.
Yeah, so that's the key point also. He's a very key motivated seller. So that's why it makes the deal like go smoothly, went smoothly as well. I would say that. And from the buyer side, I think they are quite strong in the financially. So that make us to confidence to make this offer to the seller. So initially the seller say no, below 30, of course, no. So he stand firm on the 35 million. So from 30, we managed to bring up to 32 and then slowly 33 because we know the buyer. I think he appreciate the space and the intent. They are very intentional in the usage. So that's why they know the building is really suitable for their business in the future, and there are room for expansion probably 10 years down the road with that building itself. So they see the potential, and that's the reason why they're willing to increase the price. And eventually, it's good news for the seller, and the seller also willing to. We share with him what's the market condition and all this thing. So we have brought in, I think, like close to 10 people to view it. And this is the most genuine, offer that came in. So he shouldn't miss the opportunity, because we are talking about 35 million, not 350,000.
Yeah.
So a serious buyer will not come that often. So we
So
extended to him.
you're saying that,
Eventually, he managed to give a bit of a reduction, and both party and agreed to come to the middle, and so that's it. We managed to close it at the 34 million. But
so
of course, like Treece say, right, we have sleeveless nights not only for the price, because
Yes.
in this industrial property, right? So other than the pricing is one thing, but there are very
Terms and conditions.
different terms and conditions that
We
the
need to manage,
yes, correct. Is
and
how
we
to
need to strike a balance in between of the both parties.
yeah.
That's mean the win-win or no deal for both.
win or no deal, yeah. So
So
from the
we are
beginning,
very glad.
when you market this, it takes you like, I'm just trying to lay out the process that you got the exclusivity for 6 months, and that's like during that and you conclude this deal in 3 weeks time. So within
In
that,
the whole documentation, I think it takes 1 week for the negotiation, the pricing and terms and condition, and to firm up the offer letter. I think probably a week later. So in total, probably is 1 month. I would say 1 month from the official appointment.
you close the deal 1 month from the official appointment. Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. So within that 1 month, you have brought in 10 potential buyers for this property.
Correct.
Right, and all 10 is all within both of your SOI.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, and out of the 10, okay, which this particular buyer, right? Is it the number 1 or number 8, number 10? So is it the last one, or he's actually the first one when you keep bringing and then he's still the first one?
I think we did not rank them.
No, I mean, like, in terms of
Yeah.
sequence, is it that the first one who come and say, I want to see it? Like he's
Okay. I
like
think he's the second prospect that we brought in for inspection for win-win.
yeah, every time when you bring in the prospect, is the owners up there together to assess, or just mainly just both of you with the buyer?
We actually managed to gain the trust from the seller that we can manage it well for him, and we know what to do. We can conduct it professionally. So he was not there, even
he-
for the negotiation. Yeah.
Yeah, he have his mindset on his own for this customer. So because of the over the years we have transacted a few transaction with him, we know what is his expectation, and he also the reason I think probably he engaged us, one of the reason because he want hassle free. So we are professional to deliver what he wants, so we won't fund him a lot.
Yeah,
So he hassle
you
free.
know his style now. They say that you
Yes.
know his
Yes.
style, that he's comfortable with both of you. You are knowledgeable and you know the project inside out since the very beginning. Yeah, it is very helpful. Not just like you're not looking different areas over again and again, but getting yourself very familiar with the projects over again and again helps a lot in terms of gaining the trust from the owner, especially when you want to buy and sell.
The other thing also, he have his special team. The people that he engage, right, is fixed. So, and the reason why I say so, because he got this special British lawyer that work with him. So whatever cases, right, in terms of a legal related matter, so he will consult the lawyer. So, but along the years that we work with, right, with this particular lawyer, so we able to work well. I think so that it helps also for the smoothly transaction. I mean, the how to say the smooth, this case can go smoothly because of that.
Yeah, you bring in another point, not just working with the buyer and seller, but also the ability to work well with all the rest of the other teams, right? Yeah, it's also crucial in terms of sealing the entire deal process. as well. Yeah.
We actually, just to add a little more, we actually even go extra mile. We went to local authorities and other relevant authorities to find out some of the doubts or to clarify, make clarification or verification on certain concerns that being raised by the purchasers. We clear that, then only they say, oh, okay, we got all the facts with them.
The entire buying process is also to list down all the concerns, all the
Yes.
requirement and concerns from the buyer, and see how you can actually knock it one by one, or take.
Yes.
Yeah, how do both of you distribute your work? Right. So both of you work together. Who is taking the lead? Who is backing one another? Who is doing this checking on the requirements? Who is dealing with the owner, buyers? Like, do you separates like the roles for both of you?
We did not really distribute it clearly, but whatever comes, we think who is the right person that can handle it well. So we will do it that way.
So in regards to this deal, how do you who do what well?
I would say we leverage on our strength.
Yeah.
Okay, now can you share with us what's both of your strength?
For this particular case, because over the years, so for every customer on your transaction, right? So that you need one person that really work closely with the customer, because you need a connection, right? And to maintain a relationship. So happen for this customer is from my side.
Okay, then
so I'm the one that taking the lead on the seller side. So Treece is taking care of the buyer side.
Okay, all right. Well, your camera went off. Yep.
So we didn't really arrange for that, but so happened over the years when I look back, right? Most of the cases so happen is really one party taking care of one person. And we really able to click really well.
It's like co-broking.
Yeah, internal co-broking.
So the buyer is on your sphere of influence for Belle. Then what about the owner? The owner's sphere of influence?
I'm taking care of the owner.
So you are taking care of the owner?
Yeah, I'm taking care of the purchaser.
Purchaser, okay. So so it's eventually just that happens.
Yes, and for additional works like checking with authorities or the regulation or guidelines or any issues that were being raised, so sometimes we just think that any one of us will take the lead to say, hey, let's go to MPJ or MP's Shah Alam to check on the things, and we'll go together. But someone will take the leads.
So when you talk about the nightmares just now, so could you share with us a little bit more that how challenging is the case like when you talk about the nightmares, and the nightmares only last for 1 month, right? And it's like, wow, that's extremely fast in terms of the deal size of the property.
Nightmares, I think should be the first nightmare will be on the price, starting from almost similar to the acquisition cost of the seller. That because our seller is not a desperate seller. He's a motivated seller, but he's definitely not a desperate seller. So the first nightmare came, and we managed to sell it. We managed to conclude it within come to a middle point for both parties. But the second nightmare will be on the completion date. Because the purchaser actually requested for additional time frame for the completion date. So that's the second nightmare that we need to handle. There's more other nightmares that you may PM me for more information. Because we are running out of time, I think.
Yeah.
I think another thing also for the lawyer side is not easy to handle. For my side. So I think it's also a challenging part to handle, to how to convince the lawyer to fulfill the terms and conditions, just like Treece mentioned. So that is I think the most challenging part.
The most challenging part is really to to match the requirements and also maintain the relationships. Yeah, all got to do with managing it well.
And also it involves an organization, a corporate company. So it's not so straightforward. The buyer is organization. So you have to go through a lot of tier. So we even have a long distance call with the decision maker as well. And also I think both party also travel a lot. So we need to really squeeze, carve out time. The timing is very important. So during that time, I think the timeline is crucial for us. So we need to grab them to seal the deal and get the documentation all done before both parties travel.
Okay, I want to dive in a little bit, right? So we talk about that you get the exclusivity, and then within 1 month you actually close the deal. In that 1 month, how long does it take for you to reach out to the 10 potential buyer that you actually brought in? What is the duration like? Do you all within the first 2 weeks you brought in the 10 potential buyers, or like even the first week itself? Because it's all within your context. How is your working process look like?
I think the first inspection was within the first week,
First week.
After we got the official exclusive appointment signed. Because we actually, for your information, we already started work before the official exclusive letter is being signed.
Okay, all right. So you already started to identify. Okay,
Yes.
but so when did you actually started it? How long did you started before the exclusivity being gained?
Because along the way we were preparing the CMA, the market feedbacks to be presented to the seller. So along the way we also work, because we are in a team. So one of us will be focusing in handling all the SCMA and the proposal. Another one will be like starting to plan for some marketing activities and what to do. So that's how we work.
When you talk about marketing activities, what kind of marketing activities do you do apart from reaching out to your sphere of influence?
Belle, you want to share?
I think other than our SOI, I think mainly what we did is to advertise in the property portal.
Okay.
So of course, we also try on the social media, but what is effective for us, I think, is the property portal. So, but some of the people, they might think that for industrial property, the value is different, it's higher, so it's more difficult to get inquiries generated from the portal. But in fact, it's proven from our past transaction, right? In fact, we have a lot of transaction. The leads is generated through the property portal. Because I believe for those organizations, those companies, right? So if they are really interested to look into properties, so the first thing they will do is they will go to the property portal.
They will Google online, and then eventually it will land in the property portals because they spend a lot of money advertising that.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yes, and then it's more creditable also, portal like iProperty and all this thing. Yeah, but the one thing is that we learn also through the process is that it's very important to have a high quality advertisement.
High quality.
How you post it. So you need to have the genuine information, because there are customers that share with us. They call the agents for the property, right? It turns out the property is not available, and also the information is inaccurate. So it makes their searching is more challenging, and they're really very frustrated with that.
So the accuracy of the information is important.
Correct.
I think there are many myths in this, right? Like at first, like say, don't share too many information, don't share too much information. So like hide a little bit things here and there. Do you like just give all out, or you just like, hey, there's certain information we won't be sharing? Yeah.
We will normally share the USP, the unique selling point of the properties that manage to like attract peoples, and we know what's the key things in the industrial properties mainly that will attract the end user. And for like those tenanted unit, we will know what's the key points that you can actually attract the investors.
Good.
And also
but the facts.
Yeah, it continues on Treece.
The property, but the facts, the information of the property must be must be genuine, must be real.
Yeah.
To add on
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Treece shared actually is that we want to mention is that the information we are talking about the portal, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, just slip out of my mind. Add on.
Yeah. So in regards to portal, is one of your sales marketing strategies, advertise the portal, provide the USP, make sure that you have a attractive advertisement that you put on in the portal. I just want to check, this owner that you actually get, is it also from property portal? Do you get it from property portal? The owner.
The owner of this property. Belle, you want to share?
The owner of the property. Is it from the property portal? Do you lead gen it from property portal?
This one I think it's not from the iProperty, but it's more to the also the customer that we work with.
So it's through referral.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so this is through referral. What about the buyer, the purchaser, Treece? Is this from the property portal origin?
This buyer originally, yes, from responded. Actually, this buyer is I would like to share a little bit insights. So this buyer actually came to see this unit before we sold it a few years back, like 2002.
Oh, it's sorry, a few years back before you.
Years back.
All right.
Actually, yeah, he missed the boat lah, I can say.
Well, he said, wow, this is the second chance.
Yeah, so we didn't give up. So that's why during the second availability, so we directly we called the SOI, so he's one of them. So it's so blessed that he is still looking forward to own that unit, even though after so many years.
Wow, so like never say never, yeah. Like even though like say he might not be looking at it anymore, but who knows, right? Interesting. Okay, so the next thing is that we talk a lot about this deal. If anyone of you have more questions, I know that there are a lot of people on the chat also that congratulate you, encourage you, and they said it's so amazing to have a team made up of siblings, according to Lydia. And Orion also share, it's nice to see successful collaboration, even though not siblings, the synergy is good, even though not twins, but they're siblings. That's the one can really work well with is always easy. So you both are blessed, like a very encouraging statement. I want to know, what is your daily habit looks like? What do you do on a day-to-day basis so that we know, to achieve the similar success like you, this is how your routines look like.
I'll start first. So I am a mother of 3 kids, range 2.5 until 6 years old between.
Wow, very close to mine.
I started my day right after sending off my kids to the school. So typically from 8 o'clock onwards to 3 o'clock. But that doesn't mean that you cannot call me after 3 lah. But forgive me if you hear some crying, yelling as a background voice. So I started from 8 o'clock until 2, mainly focusing on the lead generation, advertising, marketing, and viewing, inspection, keeping in touch with SOI mainly.
So your activity is only from 8 to 2 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes, you're working.
Yes.
So
but I'm still answering calls and responding to any messages.
But that's not your official working hour.
Yes.
But your intentional working on it is only 8 to 2.
Yeah, and sometimes if times like we have a very during our peak business session, I will need to work extra hours after my kids went to sleep lah.
Wow, that will be like what time?
Like after I put them to bed, then I'll need to start for extra OT during peak business hour.
Do you work over weekend?
Depends on the circumstances. If it's a very important
A little bit.
very important things to be done, or there's a very important meetings. So Belle, you want to share yours?
I think for myself, it's a bit opposite of what Treece is doing. Our schedule is a bit of opposite. I guess having a siblings, right, in the partnership, that is one of the additional. I mean, we can support each other. I think that's the best thing that we can have. So why I say it's opposite, because usually I will try to arrange appointment during the morning session. So the rest of the like lead generation or keeping in touch with the SOI and all this thing or paperwork and follow up, I will try to tend to put it in the afternoon session. So the thing that I shared just now, why is it good to have sibling? Because not only we partnership in the business, but on the personal things like family matters, right? Actually, it is very blessed that we able to support each other. We can accommodate to each other needs in a very special, unique way lah. So we are not like so calculating. So we support each other. Sometimes you can't attend the appointment, I will do it. Or if you need to attend the appointment, but you need to take care of the children. So we support each other in a way that is very unique way. That is not a
So my
typical
advice,
partnership that can achieve. I would say that.
my advice is, guys, don't forget to leverage on your brothers and sisters.
Wow, that's a very good advice.
I guess after this, a lot of people will start to pick up their calls and call their siblings and come and join us. Join me.
Yeah, potentially, like yeah, why not? Why not? I think all of us like have never even thought through like, hey, no, this is something we want to include our family. And of course, if you're successful in certain way, then I think you're more daring to call your siblings to come, hey, come and join me because it's successful, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but if it's not, then like probably a lot of things in our minds, right? Then the sibling also say, hey, I've not seen you being successful. How do you want to do this together? But now we have a very clear success story over here. The two sisters come together, and it's definitely a lot of blessings. We hear a lot of like good things, right? Maybe you want to
That's
yeah.
It's actually aligned with the company's slogan, I can say. Is God, family, then business.
So it's God first for both of you, all right? And then
Yes.
the family, now
Family.
as family. Yeah. And I believe, right, over the years, 13 years when you all come together, the biggest challenge, as a siblings, you make sure about personal and also professional, and you work together as a team. What's the biggest challenge, working as a sibling? For those who are considering, working as a siblings, what tips do you have? The biggest challenge? I believe that you'll fight, right? Like you argue on the certain things, disagree on the certain things. We hear all the good things about working as a sibling. What about the biggest challenge that have you ever thought of, like, hey, we want to break up already, and like we don't want to be in a business together? Like, have you ever thought of coming in together, or certain disagreements do you have, or never at all?
I don't know about Treece, but it never come across my mind.
Never come across your mind. Okay, there's no argument then.
Yes. I think I can share one thing. The only challenge that we have is we are both a partner in crime. That's mean we will sometimes say, hey, today can we take a day off for both of us? Let's go shopping or what? So I think that's the only challenge so far.
The only
Partner in
challenge is to
crime.
take a break and go for shopping.
I think we rarely have a fight. So
Yeah.
we have difference of opinion, but one good thing is that both of us have a different character. We have different strength, and but in terms of the differences, right? When we come to the differences, we able to seek each other opinion, and we able to digest and come to a conclusion what we need to do and things like that. We able to manage that well, like in the sense of that.
We are
Thank God for
actually
that.
Take the lead. Who usually be the more dominant one?
You want to make a guess?
I guess it's you.
she's trying to put you in trouble.
I guess it's you, Bella.
Me?
Did you ask me to guess?
What do you think?
We'll tell you the answer later.
So
We'll
tell
tell
me
you
the
the
answer.
answer
Okay,
later.
off the screen, then you tell me the answers.
Yes.
A lot more to chat after.
Yes.
Okay.
We actually, I think the respect is the key thing in our
Mm.
relationship. And we are, both of us are, it's a very open-minded with any suggestion or even comments or advices. So that's why we never fight over for business issues.
Never fight for.
Personal, I'll tell you later also.
Okay, we need to have another meal for this. Yeah, it's good. So
One thing is that we tend to mix up, like family time, probably we'll talk about work also. Or at night, then we also text about work. So that's the only setback.
like, is in your family is only both of you, or there's more other siblings as well?
We have another elder brother.
Okay, is your other brother is going to join you in the business?
I think we initiate that. We think he is a good, a good candidates. He's
Good.
very knowledgeable, but as a guy, right, he is not so talkative like us lah.
Okay. So hopefully we'll
Person.
see that your elder brother, well, if let's say he's listening right now, like potentially he might want to consider joining you as well. So what we're going to do right now is like we're going to break for announcements. We're going to bring in the announcements. After the announcements, we're going to ask you two last questions that you can prepare right now. What are the top tips for effective what is the top tips for effective networking within the real estate industry? And also, what advice would you give to new agents, who are just starting out in the real estate industry and aspire to achieve a similar success like you?
Okay.
Okay, all right. So we have the announcements that you can see it over here. So tomorrow, 2:30 to 4 o'clock, we have business opportunity preview on millionaire real estate agents. For those of you who are considering to be part of KW Malaysia, who are listening out there, who are yet our agents, and you are considering joining Reapfield as part of your agency of choice, tomorrow 2:30, and also for all our agents. So it's a time of opportunity for you to invite your potential agents that you are co-broking or co-agencies together, or those who are interested to be who are not from this industry but interested to be a part of the industry. Tomorrow 2:30, please do be reminded to bring in your potential candidates tomorrow at Reapfield headquarters. Next announcement. That's a preview for becoming millions dollar realtor. It will be on the next week, 6th of August, Tuesday, 10 to 11:30. For all our agents in Keller Williams and Reapfield, if you have not experienced, have not come for the preview before, we encourage you to at least come for this preview once. And Belle have joined this, not just the preview, but also attended the class. And definitely, if you want to achieve a similar success, you potentially do it over the sessions as well. That's a come and experience for yourself whether this is something for you. Next. Yeah, and the real training will happen on the 13th to 14th August and 20th to 21st of August. It's a 4 days full training by Mr. Colin Tan. So he's experienced in training many million-dollar agents before. So we are privileged to be in partnership with him to actually offer this program and training exclusively for the Reapfield agents. Next. We also have a real estate masterclass for those who are PA and REA, that we offer 5 CPD hours for this real estate masterclass business planning clinic. It will happen on the 28th of August. We understand from our colleagues that many have actually signed up for this. Do come in and join us if you are looking to actually expand your business, have a business planning clinics for your agencies. Next. Next week, so we are privileged to have Tony Ong to join us in the next show. So we're going to feature a lot of NIEA winners in the coming months of August. Of course, we'll first kickstart with Tony Ong, who have bragged 3 awards as a $1 million real estate agents from the national real estate agencies. So tune in next week and join us together with Tony on next week. Yep. Thank you. That's the announcement for this week. Now let's bring back Belle and also Treece to share with us what are the top tips, if they want to network effectively in the real estate industry, how would they do it?
I'll start first. I think to me, be humble and always come with an open mindset is our two very crucial tips that everyone should have. So don't stop learning, or don't have to fear from learning, especially from colleagues or peers in real estate or even other business. These are the two friends who are very successful that keeps them going.
So you're saying that I lost you a little bit. So you're saying that to be humble is one.
And yeah, open-minded.
Open-minded.
Don't
yeah.
stop. Don't stop learning from peers or even colleagues.
Yeah, continuous learning is the key for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Belle, you want to share?
Nick, you asked about how to, the effective networking with others, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
One thing over the years, right, we appreciate, we have a common understanding. It's very important to find the right person that we work with. And very interesting, in real estate, we have the options to select who we want to work with. So we believe this because along the way that we network a lot of people, right? So there are successful and unsuccessful cases. So what we come into conclusion is that we need to be very transparent. So there's a reason why we need to find the right people that have the right mentality and values with us. So, and with that, right, we're able to be transparent and not withholding in keeping any information. And with that, right, we with the open and honest communication, then only we can bring the fruitfulness. And also the key thing is not be afraid to undertaking. So we have trust for each other, the person that we're comfortable with, then only we can produce a good result with that. So that's our belief.
Thanks. And there's actually always this one fear when we're dealing with high net worth individual, when you're dealing with people in a higher position. How do you carry yourself that you're able to deal with them well? No, especially when you talk about handling 35 million dollar transactions, and all, is not anybody, right? And the 100 and 150 top individuals that you nurture the relationship, they're all at a different stage, and they are probably have a lot of experience, exposure. How do you cope up with handling this group of clients?
I agree with you because this group of people, they are highly intelligent. They are smarter than any one of us.
Yeah, it's not
They are
easy.
more knowledgeable.
Something, right? They say I eat salt more than you eat rice. You get it?
Correct.
There's a lot of fear, right? Especially when you're handling like you just now you mentioned, it's not 350,000, not 350,000, it's 35 billion. Like handling individual residentials owner buy and sell is very different, but handling big cases like this is also, I think the mindset of people are very different, right? How do you cope with handling them?
I guess the key is that we need to be knowledgeable and be professional. So in that way, right, you're able to win their trust, and they know. And for us, right, we go all out, and whatever things that the customer requested or what they want to find out, we'll go all out to, even though things that we don't know, like what Trish shared just now, we go to the authority and go to anywhere, or go to our seafood. We got a lot of good mentors in our organization, like Amelia, like Roland, especially in the commercial sectors. So we get a lot of support from them, and it boosts up our confidence when dealing with these people. So I guess also we need to be genuine, to be honest with them.
Be real.
Just talk about the property, whether you need to be open or not, or whether I'm a bit afraid of undercutting. So I think that if you don't tell them where is the location, where is the property, right? They are not, they want to know. So you can't tell that, oh, you come and see first, then only I tell you where is it. They need to consider whether it is suitable or not. Their time is very precious.
Yeah, you don't want to waste their time and then try to hide some information. Just be very open, talk to them,
Be
because
real.
you filter and you know that they are genuine, you know they are potential. So just be very open. So not worry about undercutting, yeah. Not worry about then, oh, I know already, then I ask my other agents go and do it. Yeah. Because
You
of your
have to show you're
knowledge.
able to deliver.
Even
And
they are
also,
willing to divert their inquiries to you to handle that. Yeah, I think that the trust level is different, definitely.
another thing is you say if you are handling residential property, agents' mentality, mindset have to be very strong, right? But if talking about industrial property, I think you have to have even stronger mindset.
Double it.
Yes, double up. So, and the other thing, the key thing, you have to see yourself as an entrepreneur. You have to be confident and be real to your clients or purchasers. So you don't agents try not to have the mindset that you're trying to put yourself as an agent who is in charging of open and closing the door. That's mean you open the door for showing, then at the end of the day, then you just close the door, then that's all. Yeah. So you have to do something more to like handling the objections and identify what is the client's needs and their issues, their concerns to get it done.
Yeah, and
That's
also,
the added value that we need to give to the customer.
And also have to be equipped and very sensitive with what's happening around in the business world. Have to stay very you have to be very you have to stay in front of the news and everything daily. Have to catch up with that so that you can have a very fruitful conversation with like those owners.
yeah, that's look like a lot of things to really consider. I think one of the key things that I really learned from both of you is being sincere, that really care for them as an individual, you know, help them to really solve the issue. I think that makes both of you stand out. For agents who want to achieve a similar success like you, who are currently in residentials and thinking of to go into industrial and commercial, what would be your advice for them?
Right.
Maybe I start first. Yeah, so I would say for those that would love to venture into the industrial property, and I would say just don't be afraid, just go, just do it. So you need to take it as the fundamental is still the same. It's just the property value is different. Just don't be afraid of that. I started my first deal is 250,000 condo. My first deal. So I didn't know that I would one day would be able to sell a 34 million property. So I didn't expect that. So we just take one thing at a time because every case is different. So even for us, all the cases are different. So we got a different objection, we got different challenges. So just take that as the experience. So we didn't turn into a specialist in industrial in one day. So we also go and learn throughout these 30 years. So that's why I want to add on another thing is very crucial to not stopping to learn and learn from the best in the industry. Like Nick shared just now, I was very privileged to able to attend the BMR program last month, becoming a $1 million realtor with CFO Colin. So actually, I just want to
please go ahead.
Story. Okay, during one of the classes, right, one of the session, I think Colin Sifu Colin shared about the topic of the coaching on the 7P. So during the class, right, I just follow the notes. I just tick one by one. There's 7Ps. And very amazingly, I found out that this still the 34 million case, right? It really fits well and fulfill all the criteria of the 7P without my realization. So
Wow.
I think what we learn over the years, we are practicing probably is the correct way, but we fail to notice it and keep on applying. So, but with Sifu Colin class, right? So it's very amazing that he able to conceptualize the concept and make it so simple for us to apply it consistently. So that's what really amazing and eye-opening for me. So if you want to know what is the 7P, right? So
Yeah,
don't
comes
miss
for
the
the
next class. Just join the next one in August, right? So
Yes,
I highly
yes, 13 and
recommend
14
everybody to join.
August. Yeah, and the good thing is that for those who attended the first round, you are also feel free to come back, to revisit the sessions again.
I'm just about to ask what's the 7P.
Yeah, so like come for the class lah. Yeah, so we also posted the link over the chat for those who are interested to know more about this program. You can either come for review next Tuesday, 10 o'clock in the morning, or you can sign up straight, the program. I believe, Belle sharing itself is already very convincing for you to come and join us to find out just what is that 7P. Okay, over to you, Treece.
Yeah. For me, from my experience of more than 10 years in the industrial, I think I'm very lucky and blessed to have joined a good company
Yeah.
founded by David and Serene, that they actually managed to shape a very good culture in the company. And this good culture actually managed to attract good people like Amelia, Roland, and people like Nick, Winnie, that always give us supports in all the problems that we are facing. So I think this is a key thing, that you have to join the correct and the right agency.
Good. Yeah, like starting it right, I think is important. Yeah. Okay. But then like how, like for those who really aspire, to from residentials to industrial, what is your one last advice, Treece?
Correct mindset.
Correct
And
mindset.
be open-minded with all the comments and advices.
And all the things that you do, but always, and I like what Christine have actually put in the chat, that he actually summarized the things that you all have shared. I just want to read it out. The nuggets of wisdom that we actually get from both Belle and Treece this morning. Be learning based, surround yourself with people who helps you to be successful. Second, to be humble. Third, to find the right people with the right mentality and the right culture to work with. And lastly, to have an open and honest conversation, the right mindset. And how do you handle industrial clients, especially high-profile ones? Is to be knowledgeable, do your research, be real and genuine, show that you are able to deliver, and see yourself as an entrepreneur. So a lot got to do with the mindset. And even in BMR, like Sifu Colin have actually spent half a day to just talk about mindset. And everyone is asking that when are we starting the class? The class has already started with half a day just on the mindset itself. Come and find out for yourself how it can actually really help you in your business. Thank you so much, Belle and Treece. Thank you for joining me in this Winning Mondays show. We look forward to more success for both of you, and we look forward to bring you back in the next show again.
Thanks, Nick
Thank you.
and everyone.
God bless everyone and have a good day ahead. Thank you.